I asked ChatGPT today, why so much corruption within police departments? I thought the answer was fascinating. Corruption within police departments, ChatGPT says, can stem from various factors, including systemic issues, organizational culture, individual behaviors, and external pressures. Here are some key reasons why corruption may occur within police departments. It should say, here are some of the reasons corruption does occur in every police department. And check this out: lack of oversight and accountability. Why are we seeing this mad rush in the last 10, 15 years of transparency or accountability channels? Because we have realized as an American people that there is a lack of transparency and accountability within law enforcement agencies. They don't like the transparency that they try to convince you they love. In some cases, inadequate oversight and accountability mechanisms within police departments can create opportunities for corruption to thrive. You think? If you've got all this power and you think you can get away with it, guess what the corrupt will do? They'll try to get away with it. And they'll try to keep on getting away with it. And then they'll commit more things that are corrupt, that are absolutely corrupt in nature. When there's insufficient transparency, supervision, and disciplinary action for misconduct, officers may feel emboldened to engage in unethical or illegal behavior. Oh, yes. We've seen that many, many times. Number two, culture of silence and loyalty. Think the thin blue line gang of silence. Police departments often have a strong culture of loyalty and solidarity among officers to the exclusion of you. They're basically saying, hey, it's one big club and you're not in it. We like that. What was that? Brianna Stewart. I could go 90. You can't. So get the F out of the way.
PSA to everyone out there. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm probably speaking for a large majority of other officers out there. If we're driving on the freeway in our police car, get the out of the way. Get the out of the way. If you merge and we follow behind you and we merge too, you're probably in trouble. The best way to find that out is get the out of the way. I can go 90 miles an hour. You can't. You can't do that. So get the out of the way. If us officers stay behind you long enough, we can find a reason to pull you over. So you might as well get the out of the way. Super simple. That's all. You're welcome.
I can go 90 and you can't in a non-emergency situation. Even if it is an emergency situation, there are situations that would not warrant you ever going 90 because you're going to put more lives in danger going to your emergency. So they have this feeling of superiority. They can do things that you can't. And if you did the same things that they do, you get in trouble. So police departments often have a strong culture of loyalty and solidarity among officers, which can discourage whistleblowing or reporting of misconduct. The code of silence or blue wall of silence can contribute to a culture where officers protect each other at the expense of accountability, and integrity happens all the time. ChatGPT is right on point. Number three, external pressures and incentives. Oh, incentives, you say? Like speeding quotas, maybe? Ticket quotas, plaques on the wall, pats on the back, tickets to games, maybe a little slush fund of extra money. And if you get to pull over more people under DUI, external pressures such as performance targets, quotas, or political agendas can create incentives for officers to cut corners or engage in unethical behavior to meet expectations or achieve desired outcomes. Wow. In some cases, officers may face pressure to make arrests, issue citations, or meet revenue targets, leading to abuses of power. Makes me think of Alabama. Remember that? They raked in it was a population of 1,330 people or something like that. And in 1 year, they raked in $614,000 worth of profit to the point where they were getting militarized vehicles in a small podunk little town. And guess who it got exposed by? The people who want accountability and transparency.
Less than 30 minutes north of Birmingham sits the small town of Brookside, Alabama. It's a former mining town with no stoplights, no retail stores other than the Dollar General, and no major crimes. A stretch of Interstate 22 runs directly through Brookside, and the town has a lot of cops to police it. Brookside is only about 3 miles long and has just over 1,200 residents.
But the police here, they feel the need for at least 3 SWAT vehicles. Not only that, they also have a tank, which looks brand new.
According to the local media outlet AL.com, between 2018 and 2020, under Brookside Police Chief Mike Jones, income from fees and forfeitures increased by 640%. The outlet says the money amounts to half of the town's total income, or roughly $1.2 million. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office says for years there's been a slew of complaints against the Brookside Police Department. This week, Police Chief Mike Jones suddenly resigned.
Organizational dysfunction. Dysfunctional or poorly managed police departments may lack clear policies, procedures, and protocols for handling complaints, investigations, and disciplinary actions. And then when they do get in trouble and they do get called out, and you get this all on video, they put that behind the blue wall of silence, and then you never hear from it again. Or if you FOIA request body camera footage, they withhold it, or they redact it, they edit it. They kick it down the road. They kick that can of the FOIA request down the road 2 or 3 years. By that time, most people have just lost interest. Weak leadership, ineffective management practices, and bureaucratic obstacles can contribute to an environment where corruption goes unchecked. And isn't that what we're all concerned about? I mean, if they are going to commit their evil acts on body cam, what are they doing when they don't think the cameras are rolling? We always ask that question. Social and economic factors. Socioeconomic factors such as poverty, inequality, and community distrust of local law enforcement can exacerbate the likelihood of corruption within police departments. In communities where residents feel marginalized or mistreated by police, there may be a greater tolerance or acceptance of corrupt behavior. Like, I don't know, maybe in Seattle, in Portland, in Buffalo, in St. Louis, in Chicago. Opportunities for exploitation, but it doesn't have to be those places. Look at the Broward County Sheriff's Department. Look at all the stuff. Look at all the nonsense and evil that the armed fishermen exposes, that James Madison audits exposes, that Jeff Gray exposes, and they're down there in Florida in a red state. It says addressing corruption within police departments requires a multifaceted approach that includes implementing robust oversight mechanisms. Yeah, who's going to oversee those robust oversight mechanisms? Promoting transparency and accountability. That's what we're here for. Fostering a culture of integrity and ethics, addressing systemic issues, and building trust and legitimacy with the community served. Well, there is no legitimacy when a man says that he has a higher claim over your life and property than you, which is exactly what cops are saying when they step alongside your vehicle with the implied threat of force.